On May 4th, 1982, Maura Murray was born as the youngest daughter to parents Fred and Laura Murray in Brockton, Massachusetts. She was raised in Hanson, Massachusetts with her 4 other siblings. Her family described her as being great at academics, an overachiever, and being a great athlete. She took on several sports like running and basketball. Eventually, after graduating high school, she would receive many offers from different colleges. However, she would eventually attend the U.S. Military Academy at West Point, New York, because her sister Julie was already registered there. When she was a sophomore, she realized that the military wasn't for her. Maura would transfer to a different school in her sophomore year of college to Amherst, Massachusetts to study nursing. On February 9th, 2004, Murray would do her morning routine of submitting her homework electronically. After submitting her homework, she would reach out to her professors through email. She would say that someone had passed away in her family and she would have to leave campus for a week. However, at that time, no one had passed away in their family. After sending these emails, she would call the owner of a condo in Bartlett, New Hampshire, which her family said was a place that she would spend her time at. She would proceed to pack her bags with clothes that were meant to last several days. She would also pack school books, makeup, toiletries, and workout clothes. At 3:15 p.m., Maura would be at an ATM around campus withdrawing $280, which is about all of the funds she had in that account. After withdrawing the money, she would spend about $40 at the liquor store and would flee the area at around 4:30 p.m., heading to New Hampshire in her 1996 black Saturn sedan. Her family also said that she didn't tell anybody about her plan that day. Between 7 to 7:30 p.m., a bus driver whose name was Butch Atwood was driving his bus in Haverhill, New Hampshire. As he drove, he spotted a crashed car stuck in a ditch on Route 112. He would also notice that the woman was standing right by the crashed car. Atwood would stop and try to help the woman by calling authorities. However, she would decline and say that a car company was coming to help her. Atwood would drive home, but ignoring Maura's request, he would call authorities at around 7:42 p.m. He told authorities that Maura seemed shaken, but there weren't any visible injuries on Maura. However, it turns out that 7:27 p.m., another resident had already called about the crash on Route 112. At around 7:45 p.m., an officer would arrive at the crash site. However, Maura was nowhere to be seen. The officer would study the car and notice that the front of the car was severely damaged, and also noticed that the car had been locked, and behind the front seat there was a box of red wine. According to the family, there were red stains on the front door and ceiling of the car. There was also a Coca-Cola bottle with red liquid on it. Atwood would arrive at the crime scene and would try to search with an officer for Maura, but they had no luck. Her cell phone and wallet were taken from the car, but everything else was in the car. Also, during that time, there wasn't any activity in her bank accounts or her cell phone. Tracker dogs were sent out to look for Maura's scent, and they found it, but they lost her scent just within 100 yards. Atwood did say that Maura seemed intoxicated when she was last seen. Police thought that Maura hitchhiked a ride and drove away from the scene. There was also not any sign of a fight or struggle, and on top of that, there was also not any footprints in the snow. After the disappearance, police would search Maura's computer, which led to them finding that she was searching for hotel rooms in Burlington, Vermont. Police would look for her in Burlington, however, there wasn't any trace of her. In March 2004, a woman who resembled Maura went missing in the New England area. It turns out the identity of this woman is Brianna Maitland. They're both known as being brunette, and both of their vehicles were left behind with their personal items in it. However, both cases have not been connected. It was also revealed that 2 days before Maura went missing, she crashed her father's vehicle. Luckily, she was okay after the crash, but there are damages on the car which were thousands of dollars. Shortly after the crash, she was arrested after she used a stolen credit card number to order food. However, the charges were dropped because of good behavior in jail. Her father doesn't think the incidents are related. It also turns out that at the time of her disappearance, Maura was in a relationship with her boyfriend Billy Rossich, and some people even say that the two might have been engaged. However, Maura was having an affair with her track coach, Hosen Bagati. Hosen said that Maura told him that Billy was controlling, and later Billy was charged with felony on sex abuse by a grand jury. However, the internet has made a theory that she could have been kidnapped and unfortunately murdered. Now, the reason is because on the exact date that Maura went missing 8 years later, on February 9th, 2012, an account named 112 Dirtbag uploaded this video. Now, what connections does this video have to the case? Well, Route 112 is where Maura went missing, and Maura's father said that whoever kidnapped Maura is a dirtbag. And if you already couldn't tell, the happy anniversary at the end of the video stands for the date that Maura disappeared. You're also probably wondering, well, who made this video? And that belongs to Alden Olson, who is from Massachusetts, which is where her college was. However, this video didn't make Alden a suspect, and the video wasn't used as evidence. It also turns out that Alden owns a blog where he tries to solve the case. Unfortunately, this case remains open to this day. There have been 2 incidents where there's slight hope that she could be found, but unfortunately those have been cold. Julie, her sister, has seemed to accept that her sister might be gone. However, she has made a TikTok account about Maura.